All right, welcome back. The Asphalt Cowboys were saddled up and ready to wrangle, but the Lone Stranger and Sidekick gave them the slip. Yesterday, the outlaw duo lassoed some loot from Bob's Liquors in Reading and made a daring getaway. Despite a full roundup effort, the Cowboys couldn't rope them in, and the Lone Strangers escaped. No tracks, no dust, just an empty trail and a lot of questions. But don't hang your hat just yet. The posse's still riding, and this rodeo ain't over yet.
Indeed, it's just getting started.
Yes, Preston, we are on day 2, and the Asphalt Cowboys are already wrangling in results.
Yes, indeed. The Cowboys confirm the loot has been found. On day 1, around 2:30, that's yesterday afternoon, Ben Swim of Anderson reported finding the stolen loot from Tuesday's Bob's Liquor robbery. And the culprits, they're still at large. The Lone Stranger and Sidekick. Ben says he found the stash at the Tesla charging station at Turtle Bay, and he's claiming that $500 reward.
Yes, nice job. But the identity of the Lone Stranger and Sidekick remains a mystery. Our Mike Mangus happened to be at the liquor store yesterday when it was held up, and he gives us a better glimpse of the suspects now on the run.
Okay.
This time, instead of a bank, the Lone Stranger and Sidekick shuffled into Bob's Liquors on Hartnell Avenue in Enterprise. Cleverly disguised as Winnie the Pooh and some sort of dog, they demanded the loot from the owner, Amin Wabi, with a sign saying, "Give me the loot or it's poo on you." Frightened, Amin opened the till and handed over all the cash.
They came and took the money, all the money we work hard for. So I hope they bring it back or somebody will find them.
The Lone Stranger and a Sidekick climbed into a '57 Chevy and took off down Hartnell Avenue with the confused Cowboys in, if not hot, tepid pursuit after being bamboozled by the bad guys again.
Tom, what happened? I have no idea what happened. This is absolutely wrong. We got a clue because you know this is the first time in the history of the Asphalt Cowboys that they haven't robbed a bank, and this is like 60, 70, 80 years, who knows. Anyway, we got a clue this morning that it may be where the money was. Well, they decided that there was more money in liquor stores apparently than there was in banks. So what they did is they robbed Bob's Liquor. It was absolutely unbelievable. We didn't have a chance. We've been training for 6 months for this in order to get these guys finally once and forever, and they blew it and they robbed a liquor store, and I cannot believe it.
He looks pretty mad. All right, here is a breakdown of yesterday's clue. This was Tuesday's clue, Preston, and how it was solved. So take a look at this graphic. You can tell the loot clue for day 1 was today everyone starts looking again. For the loot the outlaws retain. They hid it well and will not tattle if it's here, there, or in the middle.
And we saw this on social media. If you look closely, each letter of that first line spells it out, Tesla. So hence the Tesla charging station where the loot was found.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I would have never thought to look at it that way.
Right.
So good job, Ben, for figuring that out so quickly and cashing in. And there it is. Today, everyone starts Tesla. There you go.
Okay.
See, interesting stuff there. But the Lone Stranger and Sidekick are still on the loose.
Yes, so somebody's got to find them, and that is where we get into, finding their clue for day 1. The strangers are once again on the run with the loot and a red-hot smoking gun. They're working their alibis in the event they get caught, spinning their stories to avoid a hangman's knot. So that was yesterday's clue.
Yeah, it was yesterday's clue, and no one was able to solve it. So here's today's day 2 clue for the Lone Stranger and Sidekick. Okay, you ready? They paused for a moment to take a break from their flight from the Cowboys they're trying to shake. The Cowboys gathered witnesses and the scene they did scan for clues that they threw, which may have missed the cans.
So it's up to the fine citizens to bring them to justice. Remember, every word, every sentence is written with purpose. Any misspellings or grammatical errors are with intent. Call 530-223-1188. If you think you might know who they are, you must get both the Lone Stranger and the Sidekick correct to claim that reward. And today's reward is for $100. It goes down $100 each day that the mystery isn't solved. So have fun and solve it quickly because that money's running off with the Lone Stranger and Sidekick if you don't get it today.
Yeah, you better get in on that money. It's so much fun, and it's such a highlight of Rodeo Week, and everyone's excited about all the events happening and the weather cooperating with it all.